What's up, and welcome to this masterclass for the STB Gorilla Gang program. My name's Todd, and I'm going to show you how to drop 25 to 50 pounds in 3 months and get strong as possible with the STB Gorilla Gang roadmap. This is for 30 to 50-year-old former football players / athletes who are balancing being a busy dad and working, who want to look and feel better than they did during their playing days. So is this worth your time? And who this is really for. So it'll be worth your time if you're a former football player / athlete struggling with balancing the kids and busy work schedule, or you're trying to get back in shape. Because that was me, and I put together the strength and conditioning program to help you lose fat and get strong and jacked as possible, even with a busy schedule. Who this isn't for. So if you are looking for a quick fix, no work, if you're not motivated to change and make excuses all the time, this program is not for you. This program will change your life, but I need you at a level 10 commitment to change. So if that's not you, turn it off. Thanks. We'll talk to you later. Some amazing results to share. Josh here is down 50 plus pounds of fat, up 20 pounds of muscle. We literally took his belly and put it in his chest. Todd is down 80 pounds of fat in 17 weeks. And then Jay is down 25 plus pounds of fat and stronger than ever at 49 years old. So these are some of the guys that I've worked with. So grab a pen and paper, start taking notes. The next 20 minutes is crucial. So who am I? Why should you listen to me? My name's Todd from Norfolk, Nebraska. Grew up in Battle Creek, Nebraska. Played football at a high level for the Nebraska Cornhuskers back in 93, 94, 95. So I've been in the weight room since I was 12 years old, and unfortunately blew my shoulder in 95 and had to leave the team, and also had my daughter at the same time, and went to work in the family business, which was Burger King. So it's a picture of me working at Burger King after my playing days. Unfortunately, I swore off lifting altogether after my shoulder debacle, and ballooned up. I can't even find any pictures of myself, but I was 300 pounds, had to order size 44 pants when I decided I needed to get back in the weight room. So I left Burger King in 2013 to kind of pursue fitness. There's my first certification in the middle there. And then I got after the powerlifting, the strength and conditioning programs. And I've really been able to take my body to the next level, drug-free, and bring guys along with me. So including my son and a lot of his friends, which is a lot of fun as a dad to be able to train your son and his friends to be awesome. So my family down here on the bottom left, I'm married. I have 4 kids. My oldest daughter, who I had in 95, is now married. So I have a son-in-law. And then I started Set the Bar Fitness in 2014 with kind of just a pipe dream. We had over 1,200 people walk through our doors over the course of 5 years. I sold that business in September of 2019 to pursue my online coaching with the STB Gorilla Gang. Just wanted to focus in on former football players, former athletes that I know I can help at a deeper level. So our vision is to create an online community of 10,000 plus former football players over the next 20 years and athletes that are tired of being overweight, out of shape, and not performing like they want to. Using this community to change lives with great coaching and accountability to do the little things every day and being relentless in the pursuit of excellence, both with our bodies and relationships in life. Skeptical? Absolutely. I'm sure you've seen hundreds of ads, especially now with all the online stuff going on in the world. So I'm sure you're absolutely skeptical. I'm going to take you through step by step and break some of those skepticisms for you throughout this program. So hold on tight. I'm going to show you the exact plan. So whether you join me or not at the end, I have a VIP program that I'll present at the end if we're a good fit. Literally, I can't coach every single person. So I'm looking at showing you exactly how to do it on your own. Take the notes, follow the plan. It works 100% of the time if you do the work. So we're going to get after it here. So how to drop 25, 50 plus pounds, getting strong as possible and look and feel better than you did during your playing days with the STB Gorilla Gang roadmap. All right, so we have 6 pillars that we follow. Pillar 1 is assess, or the facts. And then pillar 2 is going to be set goals, get relevant. I'm going to dig deeper into each one of these here shortly. Pillar 3 is daily action, do the work. Pillar 4 is nutrition and supplements, using food as fuel. All right, pillar 5 is going to be your training, how to get strong as possible. And number 6 is going to be environment. You are who you associate with. So pillar 1, let's dive a little deeper here, is assess. So the facts don't lie, guys. Like, you can tell yourself that you're in better shape than you are, but when you actually step on the scale, do your measurements, do some fitness tests, those are the facts. That's where you're at. And if you want to change that, you have to change what you're doing, right? What you're currently doing has gotten you to where you're at. And if there's no change, you will keep getting the same results. So we need to assess where you're at. And most of the time you've been lying about yourself about how bad things have gotten, that there'll be time next week or next month or next year to get back into shape. You're not being able to commit to a single program, jumping around, chasing different things, and then putting your health on the back burner because you're feeling overwhelmed with being a dad and working hard to provide for the family. So those are some things that are going wrong with most of the guys that I work with. What you're experiencing, you're tired all the time, you're 25, 50 plus pounds overweight, lack of focus on your health, lack of motivation to make a change. You're binge eating and over consuming alcohol, and you're not connecting with your kids the way you want to because you don't have the energy, the focus, and all the stuff you need in order to give them the time you need. So what is possible? The possibility here. So losing 25 to 50 pounds or more, adding 10 plus pounds of muscle and strength, more energy, more focus, more clarity, getting strong and confident again, connecting with your kids and being their role model. Once again, I said I train with my son. I absolutely love it. He's just turned 15, and it's a blessing to be able to have him in the gym with me and be his role model and teach him the things that I know so he can be the best possible version of himself. So it's connected us on a way deeper level. Here's what to do in step 1. Assess, right? Current weight and body fat if possible. Your current fitness level, push-up test. How many push-ups can you do in 60 seconds? Pull-up test. How many pull-ups can you do in 60 seconds? We use squat, bench, and deadlift. The 3 basics. So what's your max squat? What's your max bench? What's your max deadlift? Right? Your current nutrition or lack thereof. What are you doing? What are the things that you eat on a consistent basis? Current energy levels or lack thereof. Like, how are your energy levels throughout the day? And how does your food affect what you're currently eating? So assessing where you currently are and getting real about those facts, not the emotions, will help us chart a course to correct what you've been doing wrong. So in summary, where are you currently and what got you here? Like, what you're doing currently has you where you're currently at. So you're tired, overweight, weak, lack of focus and motivation, not connecting with your kids, right? So we need to assess where you're at and get clear about the facts that got you there. Pillar 2 is set goals or get relevant, right? So you can set all the goals in the world, but if they're not relevant, they're really hard to attain. So the problem is lack of specific goals, like I want to lose this much weight, right? Like most time we just say we want to lose weight. Well, when it's not specific, it's very hard to get. Lack of focus because there's no vision for your body. Like we want you to visualize what you want to look like at the end. Lack of motivation because you've tried so many things and failed, and maybe even got worse from what I'll go through even in more detail in some other areas here, is the chaos of abundance, right? Like there's just so many things out there that you're just absolutely, tired of seeing so much stuff. So these are the things that are going wrong. What you're experiencing, you're totally frustrated with the man you see in the mirror every morning. You get up, you go to the bathroom, and you shower, you get out and you look in the mirror and you're like, what the hell happened, right? So anxiety, you go to the gym, man, we're former football players, we're former athletes. We used to dominate the gym, super confident in there. And now it's like, man, I can't even bench 225, right? I've been there several times throughout my Burger King career. So I understand that, like, we want to be the best at everything we do. So lack of motivation to eat right and train. There's just like, why should I do it? Right? Like it's too easy to take, the fast food route, which I worked in, which is crazy. So lack of energy, lack of focus, and lack of consistency. So, and lack of time mostly to do it all because there is no focus, right? What you focus on is what you get, and what you prioritize is what becomes important, right? So if you're prioritizing the weekend and you're prioritizing, you know, all the things that don't get you where you want to go, then that's where you lack time. We all have the same 24 hours a day, just like I do. I work my butt off. I have 4 kids. I'm all over the place. I get my workouts in. So it's just a lack of focus and a lack of priority. So what's possible? Taking charge of your weight once and for all, like having it down, like you know how to control it. Focused and energized to reach your goals, knowing exactly what to do to reach your goals, relieving that frustration and anxiety, having time scheduled out to get it all done. So kind of in what to do in step 2, sit down and make a list of goals you want to accomplish around your health, your fitness, and your family. Get clear on why you want these goals. The why has to be big enough, right? Like lots of times it's that slap in the face, right? Like, you know, a heart attack or potential heart attack or high blood pressure, those kinds of things scare us into doing something. Like let's or, you know, onset diabetes, that kind of stuff. So get clear on how you're going to accomplish these goals in the next 6 months, and then pursue these goals like your life depends upon it, because it really does, guys. It's super important to take care of your body. Body comes first, 100%. Without a body, you can't do anything else. You die. So to be around a long time for your kids, your wife, your significant other, whatever, you need to take care of your body. So in summary, you know, the lack of goals and vision creates frustration, anxiety, lack of energy, lack of focus, lack of consistency and motivation, and feeling like it's just too hard to get it all done with the time you have. So we're going to set these goals. We're going to prioritize and focus your time daily, weekly, monthly, and quarterly so that we can accomplish pillar 2. Pillar 3, daily action. Do the work. When you have a goal, you have to do the work. No excuses, right? So once that goal's set, written down, we're going after it. We're going to do the daily work to get it done. So the problem is you're always going to start later. I'm going to start Monday. Maybe I should do keto. I heard these pills work great. Like I can't seem to stick to anything, right? Like that's the problem, is like everybody keeps jumping ship to ship. And there's just really lack of that daily work. So you're experiencing procrastination, failure to commit to a single program, tons of excuses. There's always something else better to do. Fear of failure, guys. Like I was a high level athlete, like totally fear of failure and not be able to accomplish my goals is definitely a problem. So, but what's possible is doing these small, seemingly insignificant actions daily that will lead to the true habit change, which will lead to long-term transformation, right? So wake up, committed to the process, trust the process, and do the daily work. And we're going to get into what that is. So the daily action, do the work. Wake up, go to the bathroom, weigh in, log it, track your weight every single day. I've been doing it for 3+ years. It really helps. Initially, it's very tough, but it eventually will definitely help you track it, right? So if you're not tracking it, there's no way to tell. You look at your bank account probably multiple times a week, if not more. I know I do, to track my income and my expenses. If you didn't track that, you would be overdrawn, or you would not know what you have. So you need to track your weight every single day. 20 minutes every single day of walking, biking, jogging, running, any type of exercise. And then obviously progress with that, right? So like start out with 20 minutes of walking, and eventually we'll work in some walk jogs, and then we'll work into jogging, and then I ride a assault bike 20 minutes every single day. And I've just gotten better and better on it. I started out at 5 miles per day, and I'm hitting over 8 miles a day every day now, and I just make it more intense every single time. So take 5 to 10 minutes every day to get clear on your goals and plan your day, prioritize, right? Like you need to do that every single day. And then we're going to train in the gym 3 to 4 days per week for an hour. So we'll go through that when we get to the training part of it. But that's the daily action. That's do the work, right? So we also need you to be relentless. You need to chase this down. You need to, we're trying to get that college scholarship in high school, or you're trying to win that state championship. You need to be relentless because it's you. Take it seriously. Like becoming the best possible you inside of your body. And so you need to be relentless like that. So in summary, with no clear actions, daily actions to help you overcome your current habits, that's what has gotten you here now. You're just kind of winging it, right? So procrastination, lack of consistency, and fear of failure. So what we need to do is these small daily actions that lead to habit change and long-term transformation. Literally, guys, I cannot make it any simpler. 20 minutes every single day. I don't do any more than that, and then the 3 to 4 weight training per week. So it doesn't take a ton of effort, right? Do the work, win the day, be relentless. That's our code, and that's what we live by inside of the STB Gorilla Gang. So let's jump into pillar 4, nutrition and supplementation, using food as fuel. This is 80% of it, right? Maybe even 90% of it is nutrition and supplementation. And the problem is eating like you did when you were playing. We were burning a ton of calories in practices and workouts and stuff like that. So you could eat whatever you wanted. And probably some of you were even had a hard time gaining weight. And now it's just the opposite. You're always on the run and eating out and drinking frequently because of your lifestyle. And I get it. I've been there. I've done it. Binge eating over the weekend and watching the games and tailgating, right? Like, it's just easy to sit on the couch and overeat. You've tried so many diets that you're completely confused. And that's what we talk about. You've tried the fat burners, you've tried cleanses, you've tried juicing, you've tried all those things, right? And it just leads to more confusion. So what you're experiencing is low energy from the foods that don't fuel you properly, not planning and eating on the run and drinking alcohol routinely, weight gain around your waistline, and then the chaos of abundance. Too many options. If you Google healthy eating, you get 12 million plus options. Okay, so we simplify nutrition. We give you a single sheet of paper. So what's possible is, like, I'll show you this. What would you put diesel fuel in a Lamborghini? Absolutely not. So we want to learn to fuel your body with healthy, great tasting foods that are easy to prepare. No dieting, right? I still have, meals out with my kids and stuff like that. It's not a restrictive diet. So we're going to get clear on what supplements you need for real results if you desire supplements. I work with supplements pretty well and have a really good understanding of how they work and what's BS and what's not. So here's what to do in step 4. Find the healthy, easy to prepare foods that would fuel your body for maximum fat loss and energy. Utilize supplements to get real results. Plan and prepare ahead of time. Fuel that Lambo with high octane fuel. You only get one body, and when you fuel it properly, it will literally do some amazing things. So in summary, not preparing ahead of time, lack of understanding of proper nutrition and supplementation lead to weight gain, low energy, feeling sluggish, low confidence, right? So you need to use a food. Like, we all know what healthy food is, right? Like, you need to just eat from a healthy food list and use supplements to help fuel your Lambo, and just eat like an adult, right? Like, don't stuff, don't starve, eat like an adult. That's number one. That's like what we talk about all the time. So let's dive into pillar 5, which is the training, right? So in my opinion, getting strong is the number one thing you can do. They don't say the weak survive, right? The strong survive. So the stronger you get and without injury, the better you're off. So problem is, you think you need to train like you did when you're playing, crazy ass workouts, CrossFit stuff, whatever. Like, you're never going to play again. So you don't need to be in that kind of shape. You've been working out, not necessarily training for years with little to no results. You go up to the weight room, you do chest day, you do back day, you do arm day, and you don't really see any results, right? Like, because you're just working out. You're just doing some stuff, right? So our plan is a clear training program that works and gets results. You've been doing cardio, sometimes to the extreme, and can't get lean. I ran 2 half marathons at one point at 240 pounds. It was horrible. And I was as soft as I've ever been in my entire life. So long duration cardio just doesn't cut it for the lean athletic look, if that's what you're going for. So I'm not saying you can't do it, like, you can, but you're just not going to get the lean athletic look, right? Tried several different plans with no success, right? This is what's going wrong. what you're experiencing, the dad belly for sure, no definition like you had when you were playing, feeling weak and frustrated. And then once again, the chaos of abundance, right? Too many options. Google workouts and you get 800,000 plus results on workouts. And so you just like, they're workouts. It's not a real training program, right? So we need to, scale down and focus on a real training program. So what is possible? Taking back control of your body by using weights and smart cardio. Guys, I'm 44 years old in this picture. And like I said, drug-free. I get accused of it all the time. And tell you what, like, I've just gotten strong as I possibly can, and my nutrition is on point, right? Like, I don't walk around looking like that all the time, but I'm really close to it. Probably take me 4 weeks to get like that, or less most of the time. And like, it just takes commitment to the nutrition side of it. I'm always training, never take out the training, but there's weeks and months that, the nutrition slides. My son plays on a baseball team that we travel a ton with, and that gets really difficult, and that's an excuse. And, I get back on track as soon as possible. So, you're going to have less pain and stiffness in your joints by training smarter, not harder, not doing crazy stuff that's going to hurt. Our stuff's really low impact. We stick to the basics: squat, bench, deadlift, crawls, carries, core. And I actually think that you'll feel better after doing our program. And then getting strong and jacked as possible, right? That's what we want. And then going all in and closing the door on any other options and staying focused on one program. So that's a huge thing that is possible. So step 5, mixing a combination of the weight training and smart cardio, right? So weights 3 to 4 days per week for 1 hour, squat, bench, deadlift. Really base them around that, guys. I never do more than sets of 5. Usually 6 sets of 5, 3 warm-up sets, three working sets, and then work on down to, 6 sets of 3, 6 sets of 1, and we change those training things. So I never really go over sets of 5 on anything. As far as squat, bench, and deadlift, our swings and our crawls and our carries and stuff will be a little different. Smart cardio, 7 days a week for the 20 minutes. We talked about that. It's going to be less for some of you. Some of you might not be able to do 20 minutes right now, but we work up to it, right? So in summary, thinking cardio or training like you did when you're playing are going to get you the results you want. They won't, because that's where you are right now. You have the dad belly, you're weak, and no one would guess you ever even played football or were an ex-athlete, right? Training 3 to 4 times per week with the real program and smart cardio to get you lean, strong, and jacked as possible. So the last pillar is pillar 6, and one of the ones that I think is most important. So environment, you are who you associate with. So problem is, you wing it, you don't live by a code, right? Whenever you start something, you fall off quickly because there's zero accountability. It's hard to push yourself because you have no one pushing you or working with you. You lack motivation and quit most things because you lack the right support system at home or work. And this is what's going wrong, right? So what you're experiencing, once again, lack of accountability, no code, no support system, right? No one to push you to get any better. Starting and quitting often. So what's possible inside of this is, just like a seed needs the right soil and nutrients to grow, you also need the right environment to grow and keep getting better day after day. You can be part of an elite group of men that are on the same path and have similar goals. You're held accountable and pushed to be your absolute best. We live by the code. Do the work, win the day, be relentless, day after day after day. So what to do in step 6, live by the code, do the work, win the day, be relentless every single day. Surround yourself with people that will hold you accountable and push you to be better and support and motivate you. That's it on pillar 6, right? Summary: you don't have accountability or support system or live by code. So there's no code. You're starting and stopping off and not pushing yourself to what you can truly be. The STB Guerrilla Gang will help surround you with like-minded men on the same mission as you that live by the code relentlessly. So in recap, how to drop 25, 50 plus pounds, get strong as possible, and look and feel better than you did during your playing days with the roadmap. Pillar 1, assess, get the facts. Pillar 2, set those goals and get relevant. Make them relevant to what you want to accomplish. Pillar 3, do the work, do the daily action necessary to create long-term habit change and true transformation. Pillar 4, get your nutrition on point with supplementation that is proper, right? So use that food as fuel and make sure that you're eating foods that are going to fuel you and not clog you up, right, on a consistent basis. Pillar 5, training. Get as strong as, well, I put his fucking here. So get as strong as possible. Train with weights, squat, bench, deadlift, 3 to 4 times a week in a real program, and quit working out. Do something that is got real science behind it, right? Pillar 6, your environment. You are who you associate with. Live by the code day in and day out, and surround yourself with other guys that do the same. So some more amazing client results. I've worked with hundreds of men in the last 6 years. Just took this online in December of 2019 so that I could help more guys. But I've had tremendous results with hundreds and hundreds of guys over the last 6 years inside of Set the Bar Fitness in my gym. And so everybody's like, well, how is this different, right? Well, basically we have a couple different, we have one-on-one coaching and we have group coaching, right? So we have a couple different options, all right? We have daily accountability. We have support and motivation, and individualized nutrition training and supplementation, right? So if there's something you can't do because of an injury or stuff like that, we've seen it. We will individualize the training, and all the nutrition is individualized for each person, and we help with supplementation so that you're getting the best possible results, right? So I've seen a lot of other programs out there. Obviously, being in this space, there's a ton of them out there, but most of them are just going to be a totally generic cookie cutter with, you know, lack of all of these things. So what's next? Really, you know, you're going to click on the link below to set up your call with me. It's free, 30-minute consultation. We're going to dive deep into where you're at, where you want to go, and if we're a good fit, right? Show up to the call with your lessons from this masterclass, and let's have a good conversation, right? And then just be open to getting coached and change, guys. You know, none of us played any sports without a coach. And if we didn't have a coach, it would have been total chaos. And so, you know, it's no different in your life. If you really want to attain a new level inside of your body, it's time to get coached, right? So, and just be willing to be coached and change. So where do you want to go? We got the red pill and the blue pill, right? So you have 2 options. Option 1, the red pill, stay on your current path or do it on your own, right? Like, you can definitely do this on your own. You have everything in front of you now to do it on your own. Follow the 6 pillars. They work every single time, right? So, but just know, like, if you don't change anything, nothing, like, you're going to stay the same and keep getting the same results you're getting. Option 2 is the blue pill. You join the STB Guerrilla Gang program and you accelerate results, right? We're going to live by the code. We're going to do the work. We're going to win the day and be relentless every single day. So you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. So this is going to bring us to the end of this masterclass. And once again, click on the link, schedule that free 30-minute consultation. Whether or not you end up working with us, I don't take everybody. You'll get benefit from speaking with me and getting clear on your goals, and maybe I'm able to help you to do it on your own even a little bit better. So click the link. I'm looking forward to talking to you, and we will see you on that phone call. Thanks.